Each week, the Stanford Graduate Program in Journalism invites an industry professional to share their insights. And each week, we bring you the highlights.
It's always the case that if you write something controversial, there will always be somebody who thinks that you're on their side because you took their side this time, and you're not. And there will always be people who think that somebody paid you off. You know, literally, people will write in or phone in and say, "Who paid you off to write that story?" Have you ever gotten to the level of controversy where people just suspect you of having ulterior motives? It's not fun. I have to say, it's not fun. But I think you have to address it. I try to address it straightforwardly. You know, if I get an email of the "who paid you off" variety, I will write back and say, perhaps you were unduly upset, or perhaps you simply don't realize that you've actually insulted me. It's like anything else in journalism. You can say it until you're blue in the face, but if nobody listens, you know, the cliche these past 10 years or so has been that the role of journalism is to speak truth to power. Well, you know, in the first place, that's the role of journalism is to speak truth, and whether you say it in the face of someone you're covering or not is theatrics. Getting the truth and putting it in your product, whatever it is our role, and we shouldn't be blamed if the citizens won't listen. We shouldn't accept blame if the citizens, or for that matter the politicians, won't listen. Conflict sells. You know, it's not just if it bleeds or if it burns. It's also if people are loud and abusive. Those are good stories. TV makes it worse because TV, whatever he says, is already out there. You know, if he says it to a reporter in a pencil reporter in a private room, the reporter can put a certain amount of perspective on it. TV has no perspective at all. TV is whatever happens. And, you know, and YouTube and blogging is kind of the same thing. There's no chance for reflection, and it doesn't help. But helping is not our job. Putting it out there and letting people and hoping that people will make something useful out of it. That's our job. The idea of being fair, professionally fair, is really the only thing we've got. When we go out on the street and when we come back and sit down to write, the only thing we've got is, did you call all the people that are involved? Did you get both sides of the story? And even when I'm writing an editorial that is completely unfair and completely unbalanced in favor of my position, which I sometimes do, it's kind of stupid for me not to understand the other argument and to reject it for good reasons as opposed to emotional reasons. It doesn't really matter what the print, how the words are presented. What matters is whether advertisers want to buy it, want to buy the audience, and that means that we'll still have the same challenges we've always had of presenting fluff and solid important news. We'll still have the challenge of making people want to swallow their medicine with, you know, to learn something about the world around them, to make them intelligent voters and intelligent citizens. You have to provide something that people actually want. Now you apply that to advertising, and you get a strange model that I'm sure is coming, but I don't know what it's going to look like. Good luck.
Thank you.